and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since, and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Oh dear, it's lucky we've got 5 minutes left because my treadmill suddenly doesn't want to work on Zwift. Look, I'm not going anywhere. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, let's go to the pairing screen. Let's see if we can get this to work. Amy says good luck. Right, no, now the thing is I'm not racing. I've had a problem with the sign-up form for Zwift Racing League. So today I'm just running with Group E because I can't sign into the run properly. I don't have a race pass. So yeah, my fault entirely. I don't know why. Right, let me just turn the treadmill off a second. So turn the treadmill off and then I'll turn it back on again and we'll try and reconnect the treadmill. We've got 4 minutes or so before the start of the run, so hopefully we'll be okay, he says confidently. Right, treadmill on. Jean, hello buddy. Yeah, he says remove the power. Well, I'm trying to get power to work with Zwift. It should be okay. Hopefully we'll be all right now. This is the problem, you see. I've been trying to get power to work recently with Zwift. So hopefully I'm okay now. Yeah, I think I'm moving now. We're all right. So we'll see if power is connected. Ryan Downey, no, you're not, because well, you can join if you want, but I couldn't get a race pass. So I've been trying all day to get this race pass to distribute to my team, but I can't get the race pass. I haven't got an email, and I can't on the link on the website. I can't click on the link. Everyone else seems to be able to click on the link and get the race pass, but it doesn't work for me. I don't know why. It doesn't work. So Group A are off. They've started. Group B have started. Group C have started. Group D is starting in 30 seconds. No, hang on a minute. No, that's not right. I can't work it out. Anyway, I think Group A and Group B have started. Group C in 30 seconds. Group D in 1 minute and 30 seconds. And then us. Hello, Phil. Phil says, good luck, Amy. Ian would love to have joined us today, but he's turned his ankle. Oh no, swollen like a balloon. 13 days till we fly to Cyprus for my 4-day challenge. Oh my no. Jeez, Ian, I'm so sorry. I hope it works out all right for you. Denise, hello to you. So if you're watching on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch, hello, welcome along. This will be a nice easy 5k because I'm not racing, unfortunately. As I've said, couldn't get the race pass for whatever reason. So next week, Ryan Downey's in my team. Next week we will definitely be racing. Salim, hello buddy, hope you're well. So Salim is on Twitch. So we've got somebody watching on every channel now, YouTube, Facebook and Twitch. So hello to everyone. Ryan Downey's going to do Zwift Academy workout number 4. Yes, Halima is running with us. So Salim's other half, Salim's better half, Halima is running with us in Group E tonight. So it's 5k. We're off in 1 minute's time. So don't worry. Obviously, you know that I would be in a faster group. Please don't worry. I'm not going to try and take anybody. I'm not going to take anybody's position because I'm not officially in this run. I'm in the run, but I won't be counting. I won't be counted in the results. So I'm not going to try and beat anybody or race anybody. I'm just going to run along with whoever, basically. John Heaton says hi, Stephen. And everyone, Salim's injured. Oh no. What's the matter, Salim? Okay, we're off. So I don't know what speed we'll go at. Let's start at about 8 and see what everyone else does. What are people going at? They're going a bit quicker than that. So let's see. Oh, there's Amy. Oh no, Amy stood on the start line. Oh no, that's not Amy. That's not Amy Green. That's somebody else, I think. Right, who am I going to run with? Let's find Halima. She's going at 6:40. Oh, calcification. Oh no. Okay. Right, Salim. There we go, Halima. So this is, if you don't know what you're watching, this is the Zwift Running League. So every week for the next 6 weeks, we will be having a race. 1 week it will be a solo points race like today. Another week it will be a relay race. So this week we're running 5.1 kilometers. And strictly speaking, each team, there should be teams running. And you should have at least 3 people in your team in order to count in the results. And if you do have 3 people in your team, then those points will be added up and you'll be in a league table to see where you have come on the results. And then after 6 weeks of running, we'll have a winner of the Zwift Running League. But there are different categories as well. So we've got Helsinki, Atlanta, Rome, Munich. There's one other that I can't remember. So there are different winners for each category. And it's always based on your speed. So the faster runners are the Atlanta group. Then the second fastest group is the Helsinki group. Then it's Rome. Then it's Munich. DHH says, why is there no time? Well, there is now. You'll see that when you start a run, there's usually a bit of a lead in. So the timer and the distance markers don't start straight away. So you have to run for about 100, 200 meters quite often before the timer and the distance marker starts clocking up. Right, come on, Halima. So we're going to get Halima through this. I'm sure she's perfectly capable of getting herself through it, but let's run along with Halima. So Salim is a regular on Zwift. If you watch this channel, you'll know Salim. Lives in Paris. Oh no! Halima's disappeared! Oh, disaster! They must have had a technical problem. Anyway, Salim is a regular on Zwift, and his wife, Halima, was running with me a second ago and now has, for some reason, disappeared off the screen. I think we have a technical problem. Okay, never mind. So we'll just carry on. Carl H says, first time watching the Zwift Running League, intrigued to see what pace we're looking at. Good luck. Right, well, I'm running with this would be arguably the slowest league, just because today I was supposed to be in the Helsinki League, which is the second fastest group, and there you'd be running at about 15 kilometers an hour. I would have thought doing a 5k in about 20 minutes, between 19 and 20 minutes for 5k. But this is a slower group. So it looks like runners here will be doing 5k in about half an hour. But I probably should catch up to somebody else then, shouldn't I? Alright, so let's speed up a bit and see if we can catch anyone else up. Aaron Green says, wow, that was a big fail on my part. First Zwift run in 2 months and my Stride footpod didn't connect. Oh no, enjoy the event and maybe next time. Yes, Aaron, we'll see you next time. Okay, so let's try and catch up 1 or 2 runners here. I don't think it's possible for me to view any of the other groups. I joined this group because it had the most runners in it, so there's 18 runners in this group. But there are other groups, as I've said, with not quite as many runners in. I just thought I'd join this one because we're more likely to be with people. But I can't. Sometimes I would flick around and see who is in the other groups, but we can't do that. But what I will do is in a minute I will go to the front of this group and see who's there. Let me just catch up these two runners here. And then maybe we'll have a look at the front of the pack. See how those guys are doing. Okay, so here we are. We've got S. Page and Adele. Let's just see who they are. Yeah, so Adele from the Llamas team from Canada, and Sorcha Page from the UK. She's 47. Oh, that's Russell as well. Who's that? Anna Russell from Australia. Just behind. Right, let me go and have a look at the front. Let me just click through. So in first place we've got Gorton, A. Gorton. Heart rate of 155, running for the CMA team. And then Feder is also from the CMA team. So it's Ali Gorton and who's this? And we've got Camilla as well. Naomi Feder. Oh yeah, Naomi Feder. I know Naomi. From the Zwift Run team. She was one of the people who went to Berlin. So well done to her. And there's Camilla. Camilla's running at 170 BPM. Oh right, Salim says Zwift has crashed. Impossible to rejoin. She's so disappointed. Oh no, Hamil, I'm so sorry. Halima, so sorry. It's very annoying when Zwift crashes. It's happened to me a couple of times recently. Ozcamp, also from CMA. How many runners are CMA? Rogerson as well is in 5th position. So Gorton in first. So this is Ali Gorton. And then Naomi from the Zwift Run team. Camilla from Australia. And Naomi's from Australia as well. Ozcamp from the Netherlands. And Rogerson from the UK in 5th place. Phil says, in Group D, we have leading WR of Team Noble Pro. Not sure, Phil, what that means, what WR stands for. Maybe I'm being a bit thick. Barb, from the Llamas team, from the USA, is in 6th position. Just been overtaken, actually. She's in 7th now. Schumann. Is it Schumann? No, hang on a minute. Latchman. Latchman has gone into 7th. Barb from Llamas is in 6th, holding her place actually. Anna Russell in 8th. And there's Adele in 9th. I'm in 10th. Paige in 11th. Walsh in 12th. And Michelle R in 13th. And there's 5 more a bit further back that I can't see at the moment. Okay, so Team Noble Pro are doing very well in Group D. That's the group that's a little bit quicker than this group. And then in 4th, 5th and 6th is Rich Lou's runners in Group D. Followed by Phil, the reserve runner. Well done, Phil. Good job. Right. We've got about 300 metres to go before we hit the 3 kilometres to go mark. When we get there, I think we could speed up a little bit more, couldn't we? Stephen Smith, good evening to you. Hope you're well, Stephen. Right, let's go and in a minute when we've got to 2 kilometres, we'll speed up and we'll start going through the runners and saying hi to people as we go. I do have a race tomorrow in the real world, outside, so I don't want to go too quick. That's another reason maybe for not racing tonight, is I don't really want to go too fast because I don't want to be too tired for tomorrow. It's just a local cross-country race tomorrow, part of the Sussex Cross Country League. Right, let's speed up to about 13 and we'll kind of whiz our way through and see a few runners. Remember, I'm not actually going to be in the results of this race, so nobody should be annoyed that I'm trying to take places away from legitimate runners, because I won't be in the actual results on the Zwift Running League. Oh, Phil says happy birthday. Yes, for yesterday. Thank you very much. Thank you, Phil. So we're just going to pass by Adele in a minute from Canada. And then Kerry Latchman is just up ahead from the UK. So if you feel like you'd like to get involved in the Zwift Running League, it is still open. You can join. I'm going to join late, so I'll join for next week. So there are 6 weeks of running, So this is the first one. So there'll be 5 weeks left of running if you want to join. You do need to try and get a team together of at least 3 people, maximum 4 people. So you can gain as many points as you can. In fact, if you have fewer than 3 people, you don't score any points. So you have to have a team of 3 people. Right, so here's Kerry Latchman, and we've got Barb from Llamas just up ahead. Thank you, Stephen. So I think Barb and Anna Russell are very close together here, look. Anna Russell seems to be walking. So there's Anna. And just coming up to Barb now as well. Just approaching 3 kilometres into the run. Denise, thank you very much. Yesterday was my birthday, but also my wedding anniversary. Me and Victoria have been married for 10 years now. Ryan Downey says these races should take place on Crit City. I think there's a plan later on that these races are going to take place in the new Neokyo, on the new Sky Roads, above the rooftops of Tokyo. Right, this is Camilla from Australia. Hello to Camilla. And Rogerson is just up ahead. Jan or Jan, it could be Jan Rogerson actually from the UK. And we've got 2k to go, less than 2k to go. Phil, yes, definitely one way not to forget my wife's my wedding anniversary. Thank you, Salim. Right, I'm going to put the fan on. It's getting a bit warm in here. What I think I'll do is, when we get to the finish line, I'll stop before I cross the finish line and we'll just watch the other runners coming across. That'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? Right, let's do that. Let's speed up. So we'll do the last mile a bit quick and then we'll stop on the finish line and we'll kind of clap everybody across the finish line. That'd be nice. So 1 mile to go. Kim Salt says they've changed the time of this race that I did in April. Now the time is an hour later. Doesn't work for me. All the times conflict with something I have to do on Fridays. Oh no! Rubbish. Peter Barlow finished in 21 minutes. Well done to Peter, says Paul Deering. He's been trying to watch a few of the faster runners. I'm probably going to have to speed up if I want to catch Gorton. Yeah, definitely going to have to speed up. Right, 1 kilometre to go. Let's go up to 16 to catch the leader, and then we'll stop on the finish line. Oh, Ryan Downey doesn't like workout number 4 of the Zwift Run Academy. Right, here's Naomi. Big applause for Naomi for running Berlin Marathon. Amazing work. $500 meters to go. Oh no, 600. It's 5.1 kilometers, isn't it? There's Gorton. He thinks I'm racing her. I'm not racing you, I promise. So excellent work by Gorton. So Gorton is going to come up and win. Well done, Gorton. There's Gorton going to the finish line. Amazing job. Good stuff. So who have we got coming in now? Naomi Feder. Well done, Naomi. She's 22 seconds behind and she's coming. So here's Naomi coming up to the finish line. I think I stopped just in time then, didn't I? Well done, Naomi, crossing the finish line in 25:55. Amazing work. Right, Oskamp from the Netherlands is next to come in. Tonika. Well done, Tonika. Private profile, so I don't know age or just from the Netherlands. That's all I know. And she is about a minute away. So we'll just watch everybody through the line, and that'll be it for us. I can turn the fan off now, can't I? Because it's no longer going to be boiling hot in here. Yeah. So Ryan Downey says I don't like Zwift Academy Run workout number 4, which he's in the middle of at the moment. Well done to everyone who's taken part, by the way, tonight in groups A, B, C, D and E. I don't think there were many, if any, in group A. I know that the Zwift HQ team were running in group B, but I was supposed to be in group B with them, but unfortunately I have a problem with my race pass, so I couldn't officially join the event today. So they might have been running on their own, unfortunately. Poor old Zwift HQ. Right, here comes Oskamp and Rogerson. Are they racing for the line? Oh, and also Barb as well. So let's just follow them in. Well done to Oskamp and Barb and Rogerson. Jan Rogerson and Barb, well done. So Netherlands, UK and the USA crossing the finish line there. Well done to those guys. And Anna Russell is next. She's about 30 seconds back, so she'll be coming into the picture soon. And then Camilla from Australia. So 2 Australian runners coming in. Here comes Anna. I'm probably hiding her. There she is. So there's Anna and Camilla just behind. Well done to Anna crossing the line. Great job. This is Group E of the Zwift Running League, season number 3, race number 1. And there's Camilla from Australia. Camilla is going to complete her 5.1 kilometres in 28.5 minutes. Well done to Camilla. 28.5 minutes for her. And then we've got Latchman. Kerry Latchman is coming in next. Kim Salt says, not having the companion app is making the ZA workouts a bit more difficult for me as I can't see what's coming up next. That is annoying. Amy is a sweaty mess. Well done, Amy. Latchman crossing the line in 29 minutes and about 5 seconds. Something like that. Yeah, well done to Kerry. We've got a little bit of a wait for Paige and Michelle now. Sorcha Paige and Michelle R. I've got 5 minutes to wait for those guys, but the last time I did this, I stood on the line and waited for almost everyone to come past, and then the last 2 runners were about 5 to 10 minutes behind, and I decided to end the stream, and then I got a bit of an email from Zwift HQ saying somebody had complained that I hadn't waited for all the runners. So today I'm going to wait for all the runners. So talk amongst yourselves. We'll wait for Sorcha, and Michelle to come through. They're not too far behind. 5 minutes wait, and we'll have them across the line. They're at 4 kilometres and 3.2 kilometres at the moment. We could go back and watch them run, actually. Why don't we do that? So here is Sorcha. Oh, I can't see their... Right, if I'm clicked on them, I can't see their details. It's a bit odd. Right, let's have a look at Sorcha. So, Sorcha is 47 years old, from the United Kingdom. Is a cyclist on Zwift as well. She's a level 27 cyclist and a level 8 runner. She's run getting on for 200 miles now, 200 kilometres rather, on Zwift. She's cycled 6,000 kilometres on Zwift, and she's climbed 49,000 metres, so a few more 100 metres, and if she has joined the Everest Challenge, she will get her Tron bike for 50,000 metres of climb. Something I've never gone for, actually. I am on the Everest Challenge, but I've still got around 15,000 feet to climb, and just never got round to doing it. Yeah, Amy says, I'm a sweaty mess. I don't run that fast anymore. Well, you do now, Amy. Well done for today. Yeah, so this is Sorcha. And she has about 800 metres to go. And then Michelle. Let's just have a look at Michelle. Michelle is from Australia. Michelle is 50 years old. She is also a cyclist on Zwift. She's a level 35 cyclist, and she has climbed 69,000 metres, so she should have her Tron bike by now, and a distance of 9,000 kilometres cycling. She's a relatively new runner, only level 3 runner. She's only run 37 kilometres on Zwift, but good for her. Well done. She's run walking it at the moment, or just kind of jogging it in. She's doing very well. And so she is going to be the 12th finisher. So we had 18 entrants into Group E of the Zwift Running League, but only 12 finishers. Ryan Downey says, great job, Amy. Kim Salt says, I'm only at 59% finished on the Tron bike. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think I'm even that. I think I'm about 50%. I don't know. I can't remember what I'm at, actually, but I've still got quite a long way to go, but I just don't cycle anymore, do I? I mean, I used to cycle all the time on Zwift, but I haven't cycled since the France course was released. And then we got the new treadmill, so the bike has actually gone, so I don't even have a bike in here now. So if that treadmill ever does go, we'll get the bike back in, because there's just not enough room to have 2 treadmills and a bike. There is enough room, but I'd have to get rid of the sofa, and I like sitting on my sofa. So I'm not going to get rid of the sofa. 600 metres to go for Sorcha. I'll just show you. Right, so this is Michelle's photo. Hang on a second. So this is Michelle. Let's click back onto Michelle. So there's Michelle's details. She is, like I said, level 35 with 69,000 metres of climb. And level 3 runner, 37 kilometres done. Oh, hang on a second. It's gone off. There we are. So that's Michelle. And she's got a photo of her holding a bike above her head. So definitely more of a cyclist than a runner. So props to her for getting on and running with us in the Zwift Running League today. And we'll go back to Sorcha. This is Sorcha. This is her profile page. Again, more of a cyclist than a runner, 47 years old from the UK, level 27 cyclist, 6,000 kilometres cycled, and level 8 runner, 189 kilometres run on Zwift. So that is Sorcha Page from Team Fear. And Sorcha has 500 metres left to run. So we'll keep watching her where she comes in. I don't want to get told off for not watching every runner through the finish line. Oh no, don't stop! Don't stop. Keep it going. Keep it going. Come on. Ryan Downey says, so I'm saying I don't want to get rid of the sofa to fit a bike in, and Ryan Downey says, yes, plus I'm sleeping on that sofa. Yeah, Ryan Downey has been promising to come over to the UK for the past 2 years. I know we did have a global pandemic in the middle of that, and I appreciate that. But, you know, a bit of effort to get on a plane, Downey. Come on, mate. To be honest, I might be able to fit you into the spare room in the loft, if you're lucky. Okay, we're getting near now. 300 metres to go for Sorcha. Oh. Well done to Michelle. So Sorcha crossing the bridge now, and any second now she will cross the line. She'll be in 9th place. There's the finish line just up ahead, look. Amy Green says, see you all soon. Enjoyed having the stream to keep you going. Thank you, Amy. Take care. We'll see you soon. I won't be on tomorrow, by the way. I have a race in the real world. The Sussex Cross Country League tomorrow in Brighton. So I will be there. Kim Saltz just said, what are you running tomorrow? Yeah, it's the Sussex Cross Country League tomorrow. And there is Sorcha just crossing the finish line. 5.1 kilometres done. So we just have a few minutes to wait for Michelle. Well done, Sorcha. Fantastic effort. Good work. Right, let's just go back to Michelle. Michelle has about 800 metres to go. I'll just remind you, the last time that I did this and I waited on the finish line, I logged off before the last runners had finished, and I got a little bit of a snotty email from Zwift HQ to say they've had a complaint that I hadn't waited for everyone. So I am waiting for everyone regardless. I don't care how long it takes. I am not getting another snotty email from Zwift HQ. So I'm waiting for everyone to cross the line. So well done to Sorcha, well done to everyone who took part in Group E tonight, and well done to everyone who took part in the Zwift Running League as a whole. Like I say, I don't think we had anyone in Group A. I think we only had Zwift HQ runners in Group B, but then we had a decent turnout in Groups C, D and E. So well done to those guys. Carl, no worries, Carl. So don't forget, if you want to join the Zwift Running League, you still can. You do need a team of 3 people, maximum of 4, minimum of 3. And you need to join, you need to have a team captain who joins as the team captain, and then they distribute what's called a race pass to the other members of the team. So it's not like like normally when you log into a Zwift run, you go to the companion app and you click on the run that you want to join, and you click the little plus sign and you join that run. It's not like that. What you have to do with this is you have to use like a laptop or something. There's a link that you get via email from your team captain. You click on that link and that takes you to the sign-in page for the Zwift Running League event. You can't do it any other way. If you do it any other way, your result will not count. So the reason I haven't raced today is because I didn't get my race pass in time. I still haven't got my race pass, so I couldn't distribute it to any of my team members, so we have missed the first race. But we can join for the second race, and there are 6 races in all, so we'll still have 5 races to do in the Zwift Running League. For us, it's every Friday evening at 7:30 p.m. UK time, but there are other time zones all across the world, so you can join at a time that suits you. Oh, apparently Peter Barlow was in Group A. So there were some runners in the Atlanta group in Group A. Right, Michelle is walking again. So she's just taking it easy. She's walking it in, which is a very sensible option. If you're new to running, if you're not an experienced runner, if you're just coming back to fitness after injury or a layoff from running for some time, run walking or jeffing. Have you heard of the phrase jeffing? I don't actually know why it's called jeffing, but that is a phrase that's used to talk about run walk events or run walking in training or racing. So you run for a little bit, like Michelle is doing now, and then you walk for a little bit. And Michelle has 500 metres left. She's crossing the bridge, and the finish line is at the end of the bridge. Kim Salt, stop! Don't put yourself down. She says you'd be waiting a long time for me. No, we wouldn't. No, we wouldn't. You know it. And I would wait for you anyway, regardless. You know I would. Okay, so Kim Salt has... see, Kim Salt knows everything. So Jeff Galloway made or invented or came up with the run-walk method, hence jeffing. Jeff Galloway is attributed with inventing run-walking. I'm not sure you can invent run-walking, really, can you? I mean... I don't know, because it is a kind of standard way to learn running, is to kind of run for a bit and then walk for a bit to recover and then run for a bit again. I'm not sure how Jeff Galloway can claim to have invented run walking. Anyway, Kim, quite rightly, that is where it's come from. Jeffing is named after Jeff Galloway. And Michelle has 300 metres left to go. Her heart rate is 144 BPM. Or is that my heart rate? No, it's not my heart rate, is it? My heart rate's 88. Ryan Downey says, boo Kim, don't be so negative, make sure you add that chloride to your saltiness. That must be an American thing. Yeah, he promotes the method. Yeah, I guess so. Right, 300 metres, 200 metres for Michelle now. Why are we in the trees? Get out of the trees, come on, we want to see Michelle finish. Here she comes. Oh, he means take away the chloride from the saltiness. Trifil says, you've got this, to Michelle. Fantastic work, Michelle. Well done. And here she comes. Heart rate 143. And Michelle is going to finish in 10th place in the Zwift Running League Group E. 5.1 kilometres. She's going to finish in 43 minutes. Paul Deering says 16:47 was the winning time today in the Zwift Running League. 16:47. In anybody's book, that is a very decent 5.1k time. Fantastic. And there's a huge fox to welcome Michelle across the finish line. And that is it. We've done it. We've seen everybody across the line. Should I finish? I could walk it over, shouldn't I? Yeah. Let's just walk it across the finish line. So thanks for joining. Well done to everyone who took part, and we'll see you possibly Sunday, more likely Monday, for the Zwift Community Run. MHG, FMR, PAC and ZLDR, 6:30 p.m. UK time on Monday. Well done to everyone today, and we'll see you for that race or for that run on Monday. That's a 10k on Monday. We might pop in on Sunday, but we'll see how everything's going. One of my sons is coming to visit from university, so we might not be able to, but we'll see what we can do. And there's the results. Now what we can do, actually, if you hold on for a minute. Okay, right, so 16:47 for Jay Oliver from ZLDR Premier. Jay Bentley from ZLDR Premier finished in 18 minutes 43. Price from Rocket Runners finished in 20:49, and Peter Barlow finished in 21:51. That's all Group A. Let's give all of those guys a ride on. Well done to them. So that's Group A of the Zwift Running League, Zone 5. Group B, so it was only 2 runners from Zwift HQ, Zwift HQ Rockets. Well done to those guys for taking part. I'm sorry I didn't join you. Group C, so ZHQ Rebels, and then Zwift Rockets Group B, Sean Jefferson from Zwift HQ as well, and Trevor. Well done to those guys. So that's Group C. Winning time in Group C was 24 minutes. What was the winning time in Group A? In Group B? 18 minutes for Craig Taylor. In Group Craig Taylor, by the way, if you don't know who Craig Taylor is the boss of Zwift Running. He's the top dog of Zwift Running. Just to let you know that, if you ever need that information. So that's Craig, and Sean Jefferson there is also Zwift HQ, and he is somebody we speak to very often at Zwift HQ about Zwift Running. And then Group D, a few people in Group D. WR Noble Pro was the winner of Group D in 22 minutes 39. And then we had Baldy and Smith and Oliver. So a couple of Noble Pro teams there. Amy Green finished in 29:08. Well done, Amy. Fantastic. And Phil finished in 38:01. Well done, guys. Great job. And there's our team there. I didn't give Newman a ride on. So Gorton finished first. Gorton finished in 27:06. And then Naomi, Oskamp, Rogerson, Barb, Newman, Russell, and Camilla. Latchman, Paige, and Michelle. Well done to everybody. Great stuff. Right, that is it. Take care, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. And Kim Salt says we'll have a great run tomorrow. Thank you. I will. And we'll see you soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.